Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Wout of the World. We are still on a big trip through the Caribbean and we have just arrived in Antigua. And Antigua is well known for the beaches. It has 365 of them, which means that if you go to another one every day, it would take a year to see this island. We don't have a year, unfortunately, but we have a nice car. So we're gonna see as much as we can. Woohoo!
But first, let's rewind a little. On a big trip through the Caribbean, we have already seen a lot of beautiful islands. From the lesser-known country St. Kitts and Nevis, we now catch a plane to Antigua. From the airport we pick up a car at Drive-A-Medic. And not just any car, this little green monster will get us anywhere on the island. Antigua is only 280 square kilometers. It has about 100,000 inhabitants, most of which live in the capital, St. John's. From the airport we drive for about 10 minutes into town.
So, the place where we're staying is called Date Palm Apartments. And over here you have a beautiful view on the city and the valley of St. John's. We're just upon the hill called Scott's Hill. So, this is the kitchen. You see the whole living room over here. We got this room for ourselves. And the other one, Jens is sleeping in right now, so be quiet.
The only surrounding sounds we have are these goats. And a lot of these white herons. Time to leave that little petting zoo behind and take that green little monster for a spin. With those 365 beaches, it's only logical that we look for the ocean first.
So we're gonna make a little road trip around the island of Antigua this week. And we start at the west coast. This here is Ffryes Bay, only 10 minutes away from our apartment in St. John's. Oh yeah?
Antigua's beaches are famous for this white sand and incredible blue water. They might be the best in the entire Caribbean. Even suitable for babies without too many waves. Antigua is actually an independent country, together with the island of Barbuda, which is way less populated.
We hop on to the next beach just a little bit more to the south, and the name is Darkwood Beach. And this beach looks particularly great from above because it's situated between the lagoon and the sea. Let me show you with my drone.
At Darkwood Beach we can't believe that we are totally alone in this paradise. What makes the island even more beautiful are the hills that are always in the background. The highest one, with 402 meters, is Mount Obama.
Awesome, the view from Scott's Hill, just outside of St. John's. And we're gonna make a little trip with the car again, and we're going to the east and southern side of the island of Antigua. Looking forward to it.
We love how small this country is. Antigua is ranked 14 in the top smallest countries in the world. And that's even with Barbuda. The car takes us to all corners in no time, and the roads are great. We're visiting the best historical place that's also UNESCO World Heritage.
The best way to experience the colonial heritage of Antigua is here in the English Harbour on the south coast. This was actually the first settlement of the British colonists when they came to Antigua, under Captain Horatio Nelson, which the dockyard is named after. And up until today, the dockyard is still in use since 1745. Very special.
This is one beautiful open-air museum. And how much more British could it get? Aside from the historical importance, this area is also one of the most beautiful natural harbors in the world. And this isn't even the best view yet.
The dockyard is beautiful, but if you drive 5 minutes up to a hill called Shirley Heights, you have this view, which is probably the best of all Antigua. Look at this. Wow.
And over there we can see Montserrat, the neighboring island. From this cultural side we switch over to wonderful nature again. Technically we have over 300 beaches to go.
Seriously, how spectacular is this beach? It's called Half Moon Bay because it has the shape of half a moon. It's only a 20-minute drive, and with that it's the most remote beach that we could go to on the far east side of Antigua. And there's almost nobody here.
This is really a hidden gem. The beach is not crowded and right in the middle of nature. I take a little stroll to see birds all around, especially these hummingbirds. If I could say one thing about Antigua after being here 2 days,
It's that in the early morning you have about 17 plants and then you end up at a beach with reggae music, the vibe is chill, you drink some beers and then at night you think, what did I do all day? Hang at the beach. Because here in Antigua, life's a beach. Jens?
all across Antigua you will find old ruins of sugar plantations. Some of them still have chimneys, some of them are just a bunch of stones and some have windmills. And they go back from the time that the British had their colonies here called the West Indies. One of the windmills is still standing and it's called Betty's Hope. And because I'm a Dutchman, of course, I can't skip a windmill. Where I'm from, there are hundreds of them. It's beautiful. It almost looks Dutch. In our apartment we have a little kitchen, so let's see if the supermarkets over here are a little bit affordable. In St. Kitts it was pretty expensive, but since we cannot go out for dinner like a year long, we don't have the budget, we have to do the supermarket. Let's see. Oh my god guys, the Sauvignon Blanc is only $3.50. Get it! Oh, take 5. Take 5. We're almost at the end of our trip around Antigua, but there's one place we still missed, and that's the capital of St. John's. An old capital with a lot of old ruins to see, and one of them is called St. James's Fortress. It's on a beautiful location with a view over the Caribbean Sea. Some cannons, ruins, it's everything you want.
But I have to stay afloat. It's not easy. Be a person you don't want. Can somebody take me other thing? Going to do. Where is the life I? Where's my shy? Who is this called living? I don't know. Where is the life I? It's called living. I don't know. I don't wanna grow. Just live myself. I don't wanna grow. The things I left behind me. I don't wanna grow. Just live myself. I don't wanna grow. The things I left behind me.
We end the day at Jolly Beach, a beautiful beach to see the sunset. And it's really a beach for a jolly time. That's what I can imagine from the name, so that's all I know.
Look behind me.
For one last time, I take a refreshing dip in the Caribbean Sea. And then it's time to enjoy happy hour with some cocktails and local Caribbean food. Did I mention that we have front row seats to the most beautiful sunset? That's it for now as we say goodbye to Antigua. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And of course, subscribe as well so you don't miss anything. Like the next island, Guadeloupe, and many more. Ciao!